child, I need your heart now. Yes, hear me clearly for the next few minutes because I am going to take away your heart from your body. I know you are worried and concerned what I am talking about and what this really means. But my child, hear me clearly. I need your heart, not in a physical form, but in the way you love, in the way you choose, in the small choices you make each day. I do not ask in anger. I do not demand with force. I ask because everything I made works best when your heart is with me. When you give me your true self, your fears, your hopes, your mistakes, your small, brave acts, then life flows in its right rhythm. Give me the part of you that hides when life is hard. Give me the part that pretends to be strong but is really tired. Give me the part that thinks it must earn love by doing more, by being more, by proving itself. Lay that down. I will not leave you weaker. I will hold what you cannot hold. I will teach your hands to rest and your mind to know rest is not failure. Give me the part of you that judges others quickly. Give me the harsh words you keep like stones. Let them go. If you hand them to me, I will show you how to see people with softer eyes. You will begin to notice the hidden wounds in others, and your own wounds will begin to heal. Compassion grows when the heart is given away, not hoarded. Give me the part that carries pain from long ago. The memories that wake you at night, the hurts you still whisper to yourself. I will touch each one. I do not erase memory like ink wiped clean. Instead, I put light beside it so the dark is not so heavy. I will be a steady hand on your shoulder until you can stand without shaking. Trust me with what you cannot forget. Give me the part that is ashamed. Shame keeps you small. It tells you you are what your worst moment was. It lies. I see you whole, every cracked and bright part. And I call you beloved. When you give me your shame, I will replace it with a quiet dignity. You will walk differently. Not puffed up, not crushed, but simply true. Give me the part that doubts. Doubt is natural when you face the unknown. Bring your questions, your angry whys, your quiet confusion. I welcome them. I do not punish curiosity. I meet your doubt with gentle answers, with patient presence, with a nudge toward truth that you can touch in simple acts of faith. A kind word, a care given, a fear faced. Step by step, the fog will thin. Give me the part of you that is greedy for control. Let go of the illusion that by gripping tight, you will keep safe what you love. The tighter you hold, the more it slips. Release. I will show you how to hold with open hands. You will learn to steward your life with wisdom, not clutching. That is the kind of control that frees rather than cages. Give me the part that seeks approval from people more than from me. Approval is a fragile currency. It will fail you. My approval steadies. I delight when you choose what is honest and kind over what is applauded. When you seek me first, the applause that matters will either come from me or it will fall away and you will be lighter for it. Give me your anger, the quiet, the loud, the justified, the confused. Do not bury it where it turns to poison. Bring it. I will listen. I will teach you what anger can become when it is honest, a catalyst for change, a truth teller that points to what needs repair. But I will also show you the way anger becomes mercy when held lightly and turned toward healing. Give me your fear of not being enough. You were never meant to be perfect. You were meant to be you. I made you with edges, with softness, with gifts and limits. When you give me that fear, I will remind you of all the moments you have already surprised yourself. The times you helped, the times you loved, the times you stood when you wanted to run. Those are the proof I use to remind you who you are. Give me the part that is lonely. I will sit with you. I will not fill the silence with empty words. I will be a true companion in that quiet. Sometimes you will feel me like a warmth in your chest. Sometimes I will bring people into your life who carry my voice. You are not abandoned. You are never alone. Give me your plans, the big ones and the small ones. Tell me what you hope for. I will speak into your plans with gentle wisdom. I do not smother dreams. I refine them. I will ask you to bend some and to let go of others, but not to make you less than you imagine. I will guide you so your path fits the shape of good things waiting for you. Give me your work and your rest. So many of you think productivity alone is virtue. Rest is also holy. When you hand your labor and your leisure to me, I will teach you rhythm. You will find that work done without frantic fear and rest not laced with guilt are richer and truer. Your hands will do what they must, and your heart will know why. Give me your children, your family, your friendships, the good and the imperfect. I will help you love them well. Love sometimes needs boundaries, sometimes needs forgiveness, sometimes needs steady presence. I will give you courage to set the right limits and tenderness to hold on when others stumble. I will repair what is broken when you are part of the healing. Give me the places where you have failed to be brave. Bravery is not the absence of fear. It is the choice to act when fear is present. Bring your reluctance. I will send you small calls to courage. A conversation that needs saying, an apology that needs giving, a step toward a dream that has been waiting. Each little courage will build you into someone who can face greater things. Give me your grief. Grief is a path that must be walked, not rushed. I will walk with you. I will not sweep sorrow away. I will let tears come. I will cradle them. In time, grief changes shape from a raw wound to a soft ache that reminds you of what was treasured. In that softening, there is room for gratitude and for new life. Give me your justice, your desire that wrongs be put right. I do not love injustice. Bring your righteous anger and your work for fairness. I will stand with those who help the oppressed and give you eyes to see where your help matters most. Sometimes justice moves through gentle mercy, sometimes through bold action. I will guide your steps. Give me your joy, your laughter, the small surprises that make you glad. Joy is a candle I place in your chest. Do not hide it. Let it burn. Celebrate what is good. Sing, dance, take pleasure in ordinary moments. When you give me your joy, it becomes a light that others see and are warmed by. Give me the habits that enslave you. Anything that takes your attention away from what is true and kind, I will help you loosen. Habits can be changed, not with harshness, but with steady replacements. Small habits become lifelines. Replace the poison with something that breathes life, a walk, a conversation, a morning moment of stillness. Give me your doubts about calling. If you wonder what you are for, bring that wonder to me. I will show you where your gifts fit. Sometimes your calling looks like a quiet consistency. Sometimes it will be loud and public. Sometimes it will look like everyday care. I will arrange doors for you. Not always grand, but often right. Give me the part of you that fears failure and love. Love risks. It gives away pieces of you. When you give me that fear, I will teach you to love wisely and boldly. Love that is true is not careless. It is generous and thoughtful. It asks for trust and gives back trust. It builds safe places where others can be honest and whole. Give me the part of you that plans revenge or holds grudges. These are heavy things to carry. Put them down. Bring them to me. I prefer you use your energy to mend rather than to break. Let go of the weight and in its place pick up the lightness of forgiveness. Not because the wrong was fine, but because your heart needs freedom. Give me your curiosity. Never stop asking. Curiosity is a pathway to wonder. When you seek to learn, to listen, to understand, you mirror my own creative heart. I will feed that curiosity with good things. Truth, beauty, mystery. Stay hungry in the right ways. Give me the small decisions you think don't matter. They matter. The way you treat the person behind the counter matters. The way you speak to your child matters. The choice to be honest about a tiny thing matters. These are stitches that make a life. Give them to me and I will help you stitch well. Give me your seasons of doubt, your seasons of laughter, your seasons of silence. Life has a weather. Some storms are needed for the soil to be ready. Some winters are necessary for spring. Trust the seasons. I am with you in each one, shaping you into someone who can hold both sorrow and delight. Give me your prayer when you do not know how to pray. When words are hard, breathe. I hear the ache in that silence. I know the shape of your longing even when you cannot say it. Speak simply or do not speak at all. Your heart is a language I already know. Give me your fear of death. Do not fear telling me. It is natural to be afraid. I will meet you with a truth that softens the edges. Life is deeper than what you see now. Love does not end in the dark. It changes form. When you give me that fear, I will be your companion in the unknown and will show you that every ending opens into something new. Give me your plans for tomorrow and your worries about today. Balance courage with wisdom. I will help you prepare without being consumed. Take steps, but do not be driven by panic. I will teach you to be both careful and free. Give me your desire to be seen. I see you. I notice what others miss. I know the small acts you perform with no audience. Those acts are beautiful to me. You are never unseen to the one who made you. Give me the difficult loves the people you struggle with. Love them in small ways. Sometimes love shows up as a steady presence rather than a rescue. Your small faithful acts can be more powerful than grand gestures. I will multiply your smallness into a force for good. Give me your questions about fairness in the world. The world is not as it should be. I know I mourn with you. I call you to be part of the mending, to feed the hungry, to stand with the lonely, to speak for the voiceless. When you act, do it without seeking credit. When you give, do so with joy. Give me what you are proud of, too. Pride can be a stumbling block, but a quiet, healthy joy in what you have done is not wrong. Celebrate honestly. Let gratitude be the song that follows success. And let humility stitch itself into that celebration. Give me your slow days, the boredom that nags you. In quiet, creativity grows. Some of the best things in your life will come from moments when you thought nothing was happening. Be patient with slow growth. Water it. I will bring the sun when the time is right. Give me the ways you are already loving. I see them. I celebrate them. Keep doing them. Your small mercies to others ripple farther than you know. Each kind act is a seed. I am the one who helps it grow. Give me your willingness to change. It is the most beautiful thing you can offer. Change is not always easy. It demands humility and persistence. But when you offer your willingness, I will meet you with grace and daily help. Give me your heart in the form of trust. Trust is not blind. It is learned by doing. Start with a little. A prayer, a moment of silence, a choice to do kindness when your old habit was to step back. Each small trust will expand. Soon you will look back and see how far you have come. If you give me your heart, here is what I will do. I will walk with you in real time. I will not make promises to remove every pain. I will promise to be present in the pain. I will not guarantee a life without challenge, but I will guarantee a presence that never leaves. I will teach you truer courage and deeper peace. I will put people in your life who help you grow. I will open doors when the time is right and close doors gently when they would harm you. Child, listen now with the part of you that is steady and awake. I do not call you to a list of rules so you will bow under weight or fear. I call you because I love what you are becoming and because I know what listening to me does inside you. Hear me simply. To listen with your whole heart changes everything. Not because I demand empty obedience, but because your life becomes truer, freer, kinder, and more whole. First listen because I know you. I made you from breath and story. I know the small hidden places where shame lives. The quiet corners where doubt waits. The hopeful sparks that you do not always let yourself see. When you listen with your whole heart, you invite someone who knows the inside of you into the daily work of your life. You bring light to secrets. You turn confusion into clarity. No one else can see the particular pattern of longing and gift in your life the way I can. When you listen, you receive guidance that fits you like a glove. Not a one-size-fits-all demand, but a shaping that matches your edges and makes you fit more fully into what you were made to be. Listen, because it frees you from making life up alone. Many of you live as if you must create meaning by yourself, inventing rules to keep anxiety away or stacking accomplishments to feel enough. That is heavy. Listening gives you a map and a companion. I do not hand you a rigid blueprint to strangle your joy. I give you a direction and a presence. When you orient your choices with me, you stop living by frantic reaction and start living by steady intention. Your daily decisions stop being survival tricks and become steps on a path. Listen because the world is full of loud voices that will take your heart for their own purposes. Culture will tell you to be smaller and brighter at the same time, to impress, to consume, to perform. Power will tell you force makes you safe. Fear will try to dictate your life. When you listen to me with a whole heart, you begin to recognize those voices for what they are. My voice teaches you to sift, to test, to ask why a thing calls you. I do not want blind followers. I want lovers who choose freely. That happens when you learn to hear me behind the noise. Listen because it heals your broken pieces. You carry wounds from choices long ago, from words said to you from doors closed. I do not pretend to make suffering vanish without reason. But when you listen, you let my hand touch those wounds. Healing comes slowly and sometimes through work, but it comes. Listening opens places you have kept closed. It loosens shame's grip. It turns the ache into a memory that shapes you rather than defines you. The heart that listens learns to forgive and receive forgiveness. And that changes relationships more than any rule ever could. Listen because it gives your work meaning. The daily tasks, the caring for children, the fixing of engines, the teaching of students, the sweeping of floors are not small to me. They are sacred when done in love. When you listen, I show you how ordinary tasks connect to kingdom work. Your day gains dignity. You begin to see that honest labor done with attention and kindness is worship. This is not duty for duty's sake. It is the discovery that your hands can hold purpose in simple things. Listen because I call you to love, not to judgment. It is easy to use laws as a way to feel safe while avoiding the costly work of compassion. But I do not cheer for distance. I call you inward toward the messy work of loving people who disappoint you, who differ from you, who hurt you. When you listen with your whole heart, your judgments soften. You learn to ask what good can be done instead of how right you are. Love is not easy, but it is always truer than contempt. Listen, because it trains your soul and courage. Obedience that springs from fear yields brittle people who crack under pressure. Obedience that is chosen from love builds sturdy courage. You will be asked to step when it is easier to stay put. You will be asked to speak when silence is safer. Listening to me is a practice of small faithful choices that add up to bold living. Each time you obey out of love, the next step feels more possible. Listen because it protects you from deceit. There are ways of living that look attractive but lead to ruin. Quick gains that cost your integrity. Relationships that demand you forget yourself. Pleasures that numb what matters. My voice is the slow voice that points toward life. You will still face temptation and error. I do not promise immunity. But listening trains you to notice the traps earlier and to choose what endures. Wisdom often looks like saying no to something shiny now so you can say yes to what lasts. Listen because it gives you rest. Many carry a restless striving that says you must earn everything. I made rest as part of creation. It is not a luxury. It is a rhythm that keeps your soul alive. When you listen, you learn when work is right and when rest is necessary. You learn to trust that your worth is not an hourly wage you must keep paying. Rest deepens your joy, sharpens your work, and renews your spirit. Listen because it grows your moral imagination. Laws tell you what not to do. Listening helps you see what to build. It helps you imagine a community where people flourish. Where truth and beauty and justice meet. When your heart listens, you start creating spaces of mercy, fairness, and beauty. You do not only avoid harm, you craft goodness. Listen because it anchors your identity. So many lives spin because people tie their worth to roles, looks or success. When you listen, you hear who you are beneath those things. You are not only a title, a body, a resume. You are beloved. That truth steadies you in loss and celebration alike. You can carry praise without being puffed up and carry failure without being crushed because your worth is not manufactured by fleeting circumstances. Listen because it brings joy that is not dependent on results. True joy is not the same as happiness that drifts with weather. Joy is a deep gladness that rests in relationship with me and in the right ordering of your life. When you listen, you find reasons to be glad that are not tied to what the world gives. You can rejoice in the small and the big because joy becomes a companion rather than a prize. Listen because it deepens your capacity to love others rightly. There is a difference between loving someone from need and loving someone from fullness. When you listen and are filled with my steadiness, you can love without needing the other to be what you want. You bless rather than use. You hold rather than clutch. Your love becomes a mirror that reflects health and invites the other to flourish. Listen because it trains your conscience. A tender conscience notices pain, sees hypocrisy, and calls for correction. Listening refines that inner sense. It helps you act when injustice is present. Speak when lies are believed and be silent when pride needs to subside. Conscience without tenderness turns into harshness. Tenderness without truth turns to sentimentality. When you listen, you balance both. Listen because it gives you a future to hope for. Hope without a source can be empty. Hope connected to me becomes a steady horizon. I promise not a life without trouble, but a story that keeps moving toward good. When you listen, you live as someone who believes that suffering is not the last word and that your choices contribute to a larger redemption. Hope fuels resilience and patient action. So listen not because you must, but because you will live more fully. Listen not to escape burden, but to find true rest beneath it. Listen not to obey a distant voice, but to answer a friend who knows you and walks with you. Give me your eager ear, your honest doubt, your wounded parts, your joyous parts. Make listening a daily practice, a breath, a pause, a question, an act of kindness, and watch how your life reshapes. Amen. Thanks for watching God's Helps. Subscribe for daily divine messages. Click on the bell icon. Don't miss out daily God's message.